Hello, my dear friends. Today we will study The Night of the Scorpion. It is a poem written by the great Indian writer Nazim Ezekiel. Nazim Ezekiel, he born in 1924 from a Jewish parents that settled later in Bombay. He was very famous writer uh, for, for writing in English. His works are A Time to Change in 1952, 60 Poems 1953, The Third, The Unfinished Man, The Exact Name 1976, Letter des Âmes 1982. Nizikil's poetry is a quest for identity. His poetry is famous for the commitment and harmony in life. So Nizikil's poetry is about the common man, his poverty stricken, and he also writes about the barbaric city that was affected by his own experiences. That's why we may call it as a kind of autobiographical poem. In his poems and in his works, he talks about the poverty stricken cities like Bombay, and in his own experiences he talks about the urban Jamini Roy Jewish wedding in Bombay. In his poems we found theme of alienation, and in basically he shows the alienation, the solitude, the downtrodden society of India, the poverty, ill treatment meted out to the women of the rural country of the India. So this poem, Night of the Scorpion, it is also an example of his great concern for the poverty of India. So we shall start the poem. I remember the night my mother, I was stung by a scorpion. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. So, poet is remembering one day experience of his life and he starts sharing his experience in this form of writing. So this poem, Night of the Scorpion, it it is it has been taken from the collection The Exact Name that is published in 1965. In this poem, he expresses that how his mother was stung by a scorpion one night and when it was raining heavily. So this was a kind of summary. Now we should read the text. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpio. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. So in the very first stanza we can get the idea that poet is remembering one night when one Scorpio he has beaten he has beaten and he was there in beneath the sack of the rice, and it was very heavy rain at that day for 10 hours. So in the first stanza, parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. So in this stanza, the speaker is the poet himself, and he is talking about his mother's experience, that his mother was stung by a scorpio. The scorpion had crawled into the house, and that day there was a heavy rain, and then The scorpion had crawled into the house and it hidden itself beneath a bag full of rice. They had then crept towards Speaker's mother, and it had then crept towards the poet's mother, and then it stung her. It stung her. It stung the mother of the poet. So after stinging her, the scorpion had swiftly hidden. So after that, what happens? So after that, the peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. So after that, what happens? Speaker's neighbor came in the flock and they did various efforts to save his mother and to save mother from the pain. So they expressed the wish. Now these peasants, these farmers came and they expressed the wish that the sin which this woman had committed, this woman in her previous life, should be burned away that night by the pain of the sting, and that furthermore the pain which she was suffering. So it shows the superstitious quality of the Indian uneducated people. So peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of a god 100 times to paralyze the evil one. So peasants, they came in the swarms of flies, means like flies they came, and they did various things. They buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one, means no one gave her medicine. But here superstitious quality of people is showing the poet. With the candles and lanterns throwing giant Scorpio shadows on the mud-backed wall, they searched for him. With candles and lanterns, these farmers was searching for him, but he was not found. He was not found. They clicked their tongues, but they clicked their tongue. They got the tongue of the scorpion. With every moment the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. What they said? With every moment that the scorpion is making, it is giving the poison in the mother's blood. It was the statement, it was the thinking of the peasants, that they were not giving anything to poet's mother, but they were making superstitions about the movement of the scorpion. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. And poet later says that may he sit still. May the sins, maybe the sins of your mother's previous life will burn away tonight, they said. Means maybe it is good, the suffering is good for your mother, that all the previous sins of her will be burned today with the suffering of the Scorpio. So that night should lead to her mother in a new life. All her sins will be forgiven today by the God. So it is a kind for misfortune for the poet, but peasants were somehow happy that God is punishing his mother and all the suffering uh, will be taken away from the burning of the suffering. In the next lines, may the sum of an all evil balance in this real unwar. May your suffering decrease the misfortunes of your next birth. Then later they said that may your suffering will decrease. Maybe your suffering will decrease the misfortunes of your next birth, means it is the suffering for your next birth, that when if you will suffer in this birth, you will not suffer in the next birth, so it will be good, it will balance the evil, it will balance the life of real and unreal world of your mother. She will be happy after this suffering because all her sin will be removed from this sting of the scorpion. Against the sum of the god become demonized by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh. Later they says that may the poison, maybe the poison may purify your mother's flesh of desires and your spirit of ambitions. Maybe she had some um, desires and some ambitions. They sat around on the floor. Later they all sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, and poet's mother was in the center. The peace of understanding on each face. They were understanding, and they were watching the face of each other. Later, more candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and endless rain. Later, what happens? There were more candles, more lanterns, and more neighbors, like insects. And on the another hand, rain was not stopping, it was continuous. So my mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. But my mother was twisted heavily. She was suffering heavily, more and more. My father, here uh, uh, poet is talking about his father. My father, skeptic, rationalist, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixture, herb, and hybrid. But my father, he was skeptic. He was not that much like neighbors. He was skeptic. He was rationalistic. He was trying to remove the curse and blessing. He was trying everything that was telling the peasants, but he was also trying powder, mixtures, herbs, and hybrid for my mother. He even poured a little paraffin upon the beaten dough. He even poured a little paraffin oil on the beaten dough, put a match to it, and I watched the flame feeding on my mother. And I was watching all the flame feeding on my mother, flame that was coming from the paraffin. So I was watching all the activities. I watched the holy man perform his rites. I also watched the holy man, the pandits who were performing his rites to tame the poison, to remove the poison with an incarnation. It was a kind of incarnation for the priest, the holy man. He was saying that it was a kind of incarnation for my mother, because all her sins were be removed from the poison of this scorpion. After 20 hours it lost its sting. After 20 hours My mother was awakened. My mother only said, "Thank God the scorpion picked on me and spared my children." My mother, she said only that thank God. She thanked to God that only the scorpion picked me, not my children. He saved my children, so he thanked to the God. So in these lines, poet expresses the deep love for the children, deep love of mother for the children. On the another side, he shows the superstitious quality of Indian poor people, Indian uneducated men. So in these lines, poet says that the scorpion had crawled into the house and it hidden himself beneath a bag full of rice. It then crept towards the mother's toe and it stung her. After what happens, neighbors comes to relieve the pain of his mother, but mother is still not cured. So these peasants, these neighbors, they try to give their explanation that maybe her past suffering, her past sin will be away after this suffering. Maybe it will be good for his mother for the next birth. She will not get that much sadness, that much misfortune in her next birth. So these kind of wishes the neighbors were making on behalf of the mother. The peasants were uttering to someone, and they were uttering wishes of the same kind, that poison should rid the woman of her bodily and physical desires, and they should also free her of all worldly ambitions, like that. So it shows the futility of the neighbor's efforts to relieve the pain of poet's mother, and it also shows the futility of the scientific method. So poet accepts the both the reality of Indian society. So this is clear for today. Thank you, dear students.